AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric.
Success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grab near the marker. It's Cantrell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Green. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins.
They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's got him this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and again? Get out to the supersonic guy.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finds his big tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Hill. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Gonna run it. It's Green. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. A long way to go for this offense. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Spins away from the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball is at the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The give to the single back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming, and they'll wrap him up. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's long. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Punt is on its way.
Now, 4th down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cantrell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Green. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mow. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's caught. It's long. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Got it in the middle. It's long. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Lost to fire on second down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down.
On to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a big play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Plows through the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.